Let's face it, the Marvel Cinematic Universe simply never stops. These guys will keep out pumping movie after movie after movie. Sometimes it's hard to keep up with all the new films and all of the new characters. So this is great news for all the MCU fans out there who have plenty to look forward to, and fans hanging out for these new releases after 2020, the year in which Marvel Studios couldn't release a single film due to the global pandemic. Keep watching to hear about all the full list of upcoming MCU movies, plus heaps of information on everything you need to know about them. But before we get into the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel with notifications on so you don't miss any of the new videos we post. Up first, do we have any Tom Hiddleston fans out there? Fans of this British actor are in for a real treat because in Phase 4 of the MCU, there will be an entire series dedicated to this character Loki. So it's technically not a movie, but we figured you'd still want to know about it because it's Loki. The first series of Loki's very own show will premiere on June 9th, 2021. And yes, tall and handsome Brit Tom Hiddleston will take up the mantle as the main character. Now don't get too excited because this is a limited series for Disney+. Photos have been released of the God of Mischief in New York in the 1970s, which means that he must have access to time travel. The story picks up where Endgame left off, with Loki escaping custody and in possession of a copy of the Space Stone. On a Disney+ Super Bowl ad, viewers saw Loki in a prison cell, so he must get arrested again. Other actors appearing in Loki include Owen Wilson, Sophia DiMartino, and Gugu Mbatha-Raw. Marvel Studios boss Kevin Feige spilled in December 2020 that this show was going to be a murder mystery, and that it would be out in May 2021. Then a teaser was dropped on Investors Day, which Loki showed as a guest of the Time Variance Authority. Owen Wilson's character was questioning Loki in this scene where he discovers that he is the real D.B. Cooper. Unable to honor the May release date, Marvel and Disney settled on a new release date, June 9th, 2021. Up next, Black Widow. Black Widow will be coming out on July 9th, 2021, and sees the lovely Scarlett Johansson return as Natasha Romanoff. Set after the events of Captain America Civil War, Natasha returns to the Soviet bloc to face her spy family and to deal with some unresolved issues, yet her soul still rests on Vormir, which should make things interesting. This film would be serving as a final nod to the Black Widow, who will pass the torch to Yelena, played by Florence Pugh. This film will be the last for Johansson, who is retiring from the MCU after this film. Jack Schaefer wrote the script, while Kate Shortland sat in the director's chair for this film. Shortland has said that the film will definitely propel another female storyline. Due to the global pandemic, Disney announced that the film's release would be postponed, and after a lot of ups and downs, the film will come out one full year after it was supposed to. Black Widow will come out on Disney Plus Premier Access on the same day it drops in theaters. And now, onto Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. This film will be based on the 1970s Marvel comic, The Hands of Shang-Chi, Master of Kung Fu. It will be directed by Destin Daniel Cretton, and it will premiere on September 3rd, 2021. In the comics, Shang-Chi was the son of literary villain Fu Manchu. Learning the truth about his dad's business, he used his martial arts prowess against his father and any other Marvel baddie ready to battle with his mighty hands. But Disney does not own the intellectual property for Fu Manchu, so speculation is rife as to who Shang-Chi's evil dad will be. Fans are already speculating Shang-Chi's father may turn out to be the real Mandarin teased in Iron Man 3 Blu-ray short film All Hail the King. Simu Liu will take on the lead role and Tony Leung will play the real Mandarin. Once again, production was delayed due to the pandemic. Moving on to the next MCU film coming out, The Eternals, starring Angelina Jolie and Salma Hayek. The Eternals is about a group of human-loving aliens with special powers who come to Earth to help save humanity from the Deviants. Both the Eternals and the Deviants were created by the Celestials. The Eternals are ancient and the Celestials are even older. Fans can expect to see Angelina, Salma, and the gang do their thing when the film comes out on November 5th, 2021. Given that the film has been directed by Chinese wonderkind Chloe Zhao, fans should expect lots of on-location filming with natural settings and natural lighting, very un-Marvel-like. Up next, Spider-Man No Way Home. The next Spidey flick will drop on December 17th, 2021, just in time for Christmas. Tom Holland will reprise his role as the young Peter Parker. Alfred Molina will be back on board as the evil Dr. Octopus. Brit actor Benedict Cumberbatch also signed on to reprise his role as Doctor Strange, who will act as a mentor to the young superhero. This will be the third film in the Spider-Man film series, and while plot details are still scant, Holland has teased that this film will see Peter Parker making his way back to high school. And one last bit of tantalizing gossip, rumors abound that Spider-Man alum Tobey Maguire was in talks to appear too, but in what capacity we do not know. We will just have to wait and see. And speaking of Doctor Strange, look out for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Scott Derrickson has signed on to direct this film after some initial hiccups involving quote-unquote creative differences. Benedict Cumberbatch will return as the Sorcerer Supreme, and fans can expect to see Elizabeth Olsen appear as the Scarlet Witch. This might be a scary film given that the director made an initial statement saying that this would be the first scary MCU movie. Loki chief writer Michael Waldron is working on the script, and actors Rachel McAdams and Benedict Wong will be back to star in this film. Disney and Marvel are telling eager audiences that they can expect to see Doctor Strange back on the big screen on March 25th, 2022. Next up, Thor: Love and Thunder. Coming out on May 6, 2022, this fourth film in the Thor franchise will be directed by Taika Waititi. Fans will see Chris Hemsworth as the wandering Odinson, but possibly not as Thor himself. In a great twist stemming from the comic book series, Mighty Thor is a woman and she will be played by the versatile Natalie Portman. If rumors are true, Christian Bale will star in this film as the main bad guy, a character called Gore the God Butcher. Expect to see the character of Loki spring up somewhere too. Tessa Thompson will return as Valkyrie, the king of New Asgard, who must find a queen. Vin Diesel and Chris Pratt will be on board as Guardians of the Galaxies too. The most exciting announcement surrounding Thor: Love and Thunder is that Russell Crowe will star as none other than the Olympian god Zeus. We think this is a perfect bit of casting. Chris Hemsworth took to Instagram alongside the film's director to announce that filming had officially wrapped. Now let's talk about Phase 5 and beyond. To round out Phase 4, there will be 3 TV series: Miss Marvel, Hawkeye, and What If. That is all there is to know about MCU Phase 4. But what about Phase 5? Well, we can tell you that it is going to be huge. There will be a series called She-Hulk, which will be about Bruce Banner's cousin, Jennifer Walters, who is not only a Lady Hulk but also a lawyer. Another Black Panther film, Wakanda Forever. A film called The Marvels, which will possibly follow up on the concept from The Eternals. A Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special, which will premiere in 2022. Another Ant-Man and the Wasp installment called Quantumania, in which Ant-Man will pick up the pieces after the events of Endgame. A Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 film coming out in 2023. A film called Fantastic Four, which fans are speculating will be set in the 1960s. An MCU version of the film Blade. A third film from the Deadpool franchise, Deadpool 3, which will be MCU's first R-rated movie. A new Captain America 4 movie with Anthony Mackie returning as the Captain, and lots of new series. An action-adventure series called Moon Knight. A Nick Fury project called Secret Invasion. Ironheart, which is about a female robotics genius who's even smarter than Tony Stark. Armor Wars, where bad guys get their hands on some Iron Man technology. I Am Groot, which will feature an animated baby group, and an as yet unnamed Black Panther series set in Wakanda. So there you have it, folks. For all you fans out there, the Marvel Cinematic Universe continues to deliver, and it looks like there will be something for everybody for several years to come. We hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.